We've had so much bad content in 2023 from Hollywood that it's almost tough to remember one of the first disasters we had this year, and that was the Velma series from Mindy Kaling, which came out on HBO Max, which has since been changed to Max. It was one of the most despised things we've ever seen in history, and it came out in January of 2023. You can see the IMDb rating, a 1.6 out of 10, one of the lowest rated series in history. And it was entirely rejected by fans. An adult version of Scooby-Doo with no Scooby-Doo, all the characters race swapped, and woke propaganda shoved throughout the entire fucking thing. And of course, what does that mean? A show that disappointed in ratings, that disappointed the fan base? Of course, it got a season 2. Velma renewed for season 2, and fans already hate it. Now, a lot of people are expecting that they already done some work for season 2, that it was already in Mindy Kaling's contract for a season 2, and something that just happened makes that even more likely. But maybe, just maybe, there's hope that this thing won't see the light of day after all. This was the announcement that a lot of people were talking about yesterday from Warner Brothers. J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot, Greg Berlanti, Mindy Kaling, Bill Lawrence, and more overall deals suspended by Warner Brothers TV. Now, this does not mean that they've terminated their contracts. This doesn't mean that they're fired. However, I certainly wouldn't rule that out, especially for some of these deals. Warner Brothers has been trying to get out of that J.J. Abrams thing for a long fucking time. But obviously with the strike going on and people not doing production, people not doing the work, there was one round of suspensions already. This is yet another. And of course, one of the questions that everybody started asking, Velma season 2 postponed amid a Hollywood writers' strike. Warner Brothers suspended contracts with several producers, including Velma creator Mindy Kaling. Now, this does not mean that she's fired. This does not necessarily mean that Velma's not happening or anything like that, but it does certainly leave the door open for that possibility. Warner Brothers TV suspends overall deals. Let's dig into this a little bit. Warner Brothers TV has suspended its overall deals with Bill Lawrence, Mindy Kaling, Greg Berlanti, and several other producers amid the historic Hollywood double strike. J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot, John Wells and Chuck Lorre are among the producers who were also impacted, though their deals may have been impacted earlier in the strike. The news comes nearly 4 months after all the studios began suspending deals on the onset of the WGA strike. That round of suspensions was mostly limited to writers, as producers whose shows were in production could continue on amid the WGA strike before the SAG-AFTRA members joined the writers on the picket line. And you had several writers at that point in time come out and say, let them know they were suspended. Even people like Justin Simien, the dude who did Dear White People and the Haunted Mansion bomb for Disney, come out and basically ask for fundraising for his project that he had going on. But anyway, here's the context surrounding this. Studios like Warner Brothers have opted to stick with suspensions for overall deals, meaning they aren't actively paying the producers during the labor dispute, rather than terminations, which were utilized during the 2007-2008 strike. Now, that's for right now. Who knows how much longer this goes on? Those things certainly could change. And I think that Warner Brothers and a lot of studios would be happy to get us some of these deals that they have with these people. The well-known slate of producers are all behind several shows at the studio, and they list a bunch of them, including Mindy Kaling's Sex Lives of College Girls. Weird that you didn't say Velma in there, isn't it? While the creators work as writers pause amid the WGA strike, they continue working in a producer capacity per their contracts. Representatives did not immediately respond to the Rap's comment. Now, personally, I still think that Velma Season 2 is going to see the light of day. I think they committed to 2 seasons of it. It certainly isn't probably the most expensive thing that Warner Brothers is doing, but it was a complete and total travesty, a mockery, a failure. And remember, when they went out and tweeted, it's the most viewed animated premiere in history, they had to delete that because it was fake news, because it was wrong. They had to delete it in shame and embarrassment. Mindy Kaling deleted a bunch of the promotional stuff because she got slammed so hard for this. Velma Season 1 was a nightmare, so of course it makes sense that they want to do a Season 2. Does this suspension put that in jeopardy? A lot of people hoping that that's the case. Personally, I still think it's going to go forward. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.